quickly destroy the archaeotech engine.
Nothing can be done hastily and prudently, Brother Barracuda.
So answers an apothecary.
I'm in place.
I am in place.
The Xenos are uncounted.
In position.
Waypoint reached. All die.
Avenge me, brothers!
Hey everybody, welcome back. So we finished the Gene Stealer Colts, as you can see in my short. However, that being said, because I bought this, now we have more Tyranids that need to be put together, as well as the Primaris Marines. So I need to get the Tyranids done and the shelf space, if you will, squared away. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move right on into putting the Space Marines in this box together, because there's big parts in here like the Dreadnought and whatnot. Actually, let me pull this out before I turn it over, because if I don't, I'm going to ruin the artwork that I don't want to ruin. As you can see, we've got the Redemptor Dreadnought and stuff like that, and it's, you know, considerably larger. I'm going to put this cover back on and turn it over. Most of you have probably already seen this. I mean, it's been out a while now. I bought it when it first came out. I just never got around to it. And so, as a matter of fact, it might, I don't know, it might be better if I just pull up a picture on the screen, but I'm not sure they're selling. Well, they're not selling this anymore. That's right. You know what? Let me go ahead and look and see. Let me just see if there's one out there. I'm sure there's a picture. Leviathan box set. Contents. Let's see here. Yeah, Games Workshop still has a picture, very small one. Maybe I can blow this up for you guys. Let's see here. I don't know how much I'll get done tonight. It's a little late and stuff. I just wanted to spend some time on here, and that's probably better than looking at a shiny box, and it is shiny. But obviously we've got this, I think this is, what is it called, Psychophage or something like that. We've got the Screamer Killer, which is really why I bought this box, to be honest with you. It had nothing to do with any of this stuff. And I know you're probably like, dude, you could have waited, you know. But, you know, I really wanted it. I'm a collector. I wanted the box, you know, the artwork, etc. And this, you know, this picture doesn't really do the artwork on the box justice, I can tell you that. Or the picture on the box justice. The new size Terminators, you know, that's a good thing. I don't know if I'll use them for an actual army or more like Space Hulk stuff or whatever, but who knows. And then, you know, I didn't really need any of this stuff, and I'm hoping I should have plenty of room on the existing space to put this stuff on the shelf. If I don't, it might be a problem. I'm not really sure, but we will see. So, that being said, let's kind of get into this, because I really haven't. I think I've looked at it once, and I didn't really even look at it. Oops. Just because I knew I needed to force myself to finish other things. And I'm actually kind of glad that I did finish those guys. Alright, so let's see how many, let's break this down and see how many sprue things we have. That looks like it's all mostly screamer killer and whatever. Maybe we'll get lucky and there won't be a ton of sprues to worry about. I know this is supposed to be all push fit and whatnot, but I'm obviously not going to do, I mean, I'll do that, but I mean, I'm going to glue it. Alright, this is Tyranids. These are all Space Marines. Tyranids. Tyranids. Nope, that's the whole thing, looks like. It's all Dreadnought parts. Space Marine parts. This is a whole Tyranid thing. And I would assume this is going to go relatively smooth except for the cleanup portion. Just because I won't have to really, I don't think I'll have to do a lot. We'll see. You know, we haven't actually looked past the model, so I don't even know what's down here. I mean, obviously the rule book is in there. That's the other reason I bought it, was for the rule book. I'm sorry, because I wanted the Leviathan rule book. So that's my code, which I guess proves that it's a legitimate box or whatever. And then let's see here, we got Z book, and there's, oh, we're definitely gonna need that. The book that helps us put everything together. That's really nice. I like that. Put that over here. Got some decals. I never got the chance to play for the Battle of Aughrim, and I didn't cheat. I didn't, like, you know, just vote or whatever. Let's see here. Who's on here? We've got, looks like Ultramarines. Some of this stuff you can't really see because it's white. Ultramarines, Dark Angels, Blood Angels, Space Wolves, Raven Guard, Imperial Fists, and then random numbers. So there's surprisingly and unfortunately no salamanders in here. That's a bummer. That's my favorite. Okay, so we've got all these bases. There's some stuff over here, probably the bigger bases that we need for the Psychophage and Screamer Killer. Oh, there's some cards in there. I wonder if that's the battle card, or I don't know what you call them. I'm trying not to ruin this book here or drop it. Let's see what we got going on here. What is this? Nice, pretty little box. Got Terminator there, and I'm assuming that's the oh gosh, what do you call it? Shrike, or was it Shrike or Tyranid Prime or something? I don't know. Let's see. So these are cards. Hammer and Anvil. So these look like mission cards. Yep. Deployment, mission cards, secondary missions. Looks like maybe those are objective markers. Looks like we got a little rule here, rule pamphlet. Yeah, these got to be the objective markers, I would think. So that's cool. Probably never will use them, but you never know. Let's see if I can put them back in here without damaging them. I don't know. Might not be able to. I really need to get another set of lights here. Oh, yep. those didn't quite make it in. Careful, careful. Right on. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back over here, just in case they kind of hold up. Alright, then we got our actual rule book that's got the little rubber binder thing on it. Probably a good thing, because I don't know if you guys can see that. Look how damaged that is, man, from just being in the box. Transit. Huh. So I'm not going to take this off right now, but as you can see, it's got the same cover as the box does with the Terminator on the front. You guys have probably, like I said, you've probably already seen it, but again, I'm a collector, and that's why I got it. I mean, that's really the only reason I got it. Let's put these Space Marines back. But that's going to be our next goal, is to go ahead and... Oops. Nope. Wrong idea. Our next goal is to get all of these Tyranids from this box. Well, basically to put the whole box set together. And that will start us on our... somewhat start us on the journey of getting all the Primaris stuff put together, which I'm pretty set that I am not going to intermingle my Primaris Marines with my Firstborn. They'll just be a separate army. That's what I'm looking at. And so with that, I really hate that they take the artwork and put it... They should have another one of these. You know, shielding the artwork so that you don't have to worry about it. Because you see, like right here, that's all from the sprue, and I just don't know why they don't do that. But unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. So anyway, we'll slide this back on, let it do its thing on its own. That will help get the air out. And then set that off to the side. And I will be doing a video soon regarding the Imperium subscription. Man, I have gotten so much stuff from that. I feel like they added more stuff. I'm not exactly positive on that, but alright, let's see what we got here. Trying to make my workspace here. I definitely don't need any more gaunts, but that's okay. And they mixed in the Terminator Captain with the Shrike, or the whatever. Well, I'm not going to take that apart right now because I don't know if that... I think this base might be for the... whatever. It's either Shrike or whatever the heck it's called. I don't know. This guy right here. Okay, clearly looks like he's not... that's not part of it. So, it might be for the Terminator Captain. Let's see. Yep, it's the Terminator... oh. If I'd have looked at it more closely, I could see that there was... yeah, I didn't notice that. So, he's standing on there, and then there's a Tyranid. Looks like a Screamer Killer head. So yeah, so I can... it's probably safe to assume that I can pull this apart. We'll just... man... I don't know, I'm not going to bother. Alright, so let's take a look at what we got here. We're gonna put Tyranids together first because they're the most important right now. I've got so many Space Marines left to put together, it's not even funny. I mean, not even remotely funny. Let's see here. Good color shots there. Okay, whoa. Alright, what do we got going on there? No? Tyranid Prime. Yeah, that's what it's called. So it just... okay, I guess it just starts there. Okay, so let's start with him. We'll start with the Tyranid Prime. We need a... what is that? 50mm base, looks like. I gotta get the light over here. Yeah, 50mm base. Sorry, it probably blinded everybody. It's gotta be one of these. Where's my calibers? There they are. I don't think that they put the measurement on there. Pretty sure it's this one. Yeah, it doesn't say 50mm on it, but I think that's the one. Let's find out. Turn this on. Oh, is the battery dead? No. Well, to be fair, it's been in there for a long time. Ugh, that stinks. Okay. We'll have to make sure we get new batteries. I've got the one spare here. Hope it ain't dead. That'll also free this up. It's stuck to my fingers. Okay. Come on. Guys will also get to see how it'll be close, but GW cheats us even on that portion. Alright. So we're closed completely. We're going to zero it. And we're going to measure. Make sure we're generally in the ballpark. Yep, 48.9. Yep, 48.9. Let me see. 49.3. So not quite 50, but you guys get the point. So I was correct. It's that one. Alright, put that away. Okay, so we need... just gonna set this over here for now. Alright, so what we need is A2, A4, and A3. Okay, so this is 2. A4. Oh, I see what's going on. Alright. Guess we're gonna find out just how difficult this box set would be to put together. It shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. would think it would go pretty smooth. But again, I haven't put anything together in so long. Okay. So now we're going to clean this up. Oh, and just as an aside, I want to thank again, after all this time, but I did thank them on Twitter and stuff like that, Warpfire Minis down in Florida. They are the ones that helped me secure this box, and I got a great discount on it, like everybody else that ordered from them. I don't remember exactly what that was, it's been so long, but I still want to say thank you to them. Now, unlike other editions, as you can see, I only bought one box, whereas like with Dark Imperium I bought 13. Dark Vengeance I bought what was it, either 4 or 5, I think, something like that. But I don't regret those purchases at all because of the amount of models that I was able to get. I will say that this one, I'm not entirely sold on that it came with a good complement of models, so to speak. Not compared to what we're used to in those previous editions. Now, mind you, do they look spectacular? Sure they do. But again, that's just kind of my thing. I'm all about the deal, if you will, or the, Okay. I feel like that goes on like that, but yep. It just didn't seem like that little piece was gonna make it. Still doesn't seem like, oh man, that's hard to push on there. Huh, interesting. Probably why it's push fit and you don't need glue, but we're gluing anyway. Okay, so now, oh, it's those angles too, I hate that. Not a big fan of the angles. So that one's gonna go that, because this is how you end up breaking things off inside of it, and I don't like that at all. Alright, cool. We need a 1 and a 5. Turn this down so you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit better. And A1, that's the bulk of the body. I haven't put a Space Marine together in so long. I mean, that's crazy. But we've been getting all of our other armies put together, and that's the key. Now, of course, I haven't been around for a while, so again, I apologize, but I have, and I want to thank my new subscribers, by the way, that I noticed. YouTube does not tell me for whatever reason that you subscribe. I don't understand what's going on with that. I never have. I guess maybe I'm just not a big enough channel. It doesn't matter. I don't know, but let's see here. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to put up this again. Then I'm going to zoom in on this cat right here so that we know what I'm putting together. Boy, that's horrible, huh? Well, let's not do that. Let's look for images. I'm sure there's an image somewhere. There he is. We'll use that one. Okay. Man, that was horrible. That was super horrible. What is this trying to look at? I don't even know what it's looking at the moment. Weird. eBay? What? Hold on. Hold the phone. I want this. Show me this picture, please. There it is. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to do this. Oh no, that's not what we needed to do. Holy crap, that's horrible. For some reason. Oh. Why are you doing that to me? Ah, there we go. We're getting there. Sorry, guys. It's been a long time since I've used any of this stuff, OBS, etc. So, my bad. Oh, come on. There we go. Actually, let's put that over there since my hands are mostly over here. Alright, so now everybody can see what we're doing. Let me just check one other thing here. Yeah, okay. We are good to go. So, I think we already cleaned this piece up. We did not get to this one yet. I think what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna put this guy together, and that might be all that I do. We'll see how I feel after this. It's kind of late, usually is, but I got on here late because I was playing Dark Tide with my friends. So, you know. Okay. Oops, we did miss a spot right there. Pretty sure. Yep. Okay. Let's stick. Trying to think how this goes in here. Probably should have dry fit it first, but I didn't because I wasn't thinking. See how that fits in there. I mean, I see it. Let's try this side and see what's going on. Okay, it just fits just on the side like that. Whoop! I'll drop it. I'll drop it. So, if that's the case, okay. See, it slipped right in there that time. Huh. Helped that I looked at it the other way. Okay. And we will slide this on. As best we can. Well, I'll hand it to them on these particular push fit models. They really do fit nice and snug with almost no gap. That's good to go. I like that. Alright, for some reason I expected this guy to be bigger, but I don't know. Not exactly complaining, but okay, so now we got legs. A7 and A6. Okay. Hard to believe this guy has legs in a way. It's also hard for me to believe that in the trailer that he tore a Terminator in half. Now, I mean, I guess to be fair, he did have his talons shoved directly into his chest on both sides, but I don't know, man. I don't know. You can't be messing with my Terminators like that. You know what I'm saying? Can't do it. All right. Oh, so I know I mentioned that I was not going to mix my Primaris with my Firstborn, which I'm not. I'm not going to do that. They will be a separate army all their own, and then they can be played with as Primaris or with Firstborn rules, you know, just for like, you know, heroic scale kind of stuff, or true scale Marines. I don't know this for certain, but I strongly suspect that they will end up being salamanders, and then what I may end up doing is, instead of using all those Firstborn and aren't put together to make a new salamander army, because I gave my other one to my wife, I'm probably going to let's see here, I'm probably gonna I'll probably just use those other guys for other chapters or something, because there's a lot of chapters I want to make, and obviously I'm not going to be buying any more Firstborn Marines. That would just be kind of dumb, but I do love them. Okay, so that's got to go in there. Boy, that. Oh, I do not like the way that looks at all. I mean, that I'm going to have to do that. Oof, oof, oof. I need to try to pull that out just a little bit to get some glue in there if I can. Okay. I definitely don't need any more gaunts, I can tell you that. But one thing I am thinking about doing is, prior to putting them together, I was thinking about maybe doing oh gosh, what am I trying to say? A mold of just this top portion here, so that I could maybe, you know, just attach that to the back of my old gaunts to give them some more tie-in. It's something I'm looking at. I mean, we'll see. It may not be anything I'm concerned with. Hell, this could be a completely different hive fleet. You know what I mean? Wait, what the heck's going on here? You guys are not looking at what you should be. There we go. Sorry, my bad. Okay. Got that on there. Alright. Now we need A10 and A8. A10 Warthog. Just kidding. and a 8. I'm having a hard time telling if that's flashing. I think it is. Or if that was a piece of the model and I didn't want to obviously cut that off. I gotta buy some more lights or better lights because I'm really struggling in here to see. One of my lights died, so I don't have both lights like I normally do. Of course, I've had these lights for years, so. I was thinking about some of those halo lights or whatever, but I haven't actually found any for sale that are the ones that I want that are actual LED. So I'm gonna have to look for those. Okay, so this is gonna go on this side. The wing is down because he's landing, I guess, which is very awkward in my opinion. Just gotta figure out how that goes in there. I mean, I could probably, yeah, I could probably, I'm thinking I could probably, I don't know, I could probably cut that off and just position it how I want. But I see how they have that. Okay, so it's got 2 connection points here and here. I just gotta make sure that I line that up correctly, and then it should be how it's supposed to be. That doesn't seem right to me though. It's supposed to be pretty far from the leg. Oh, there it goes. Just took a little bit to get it in there. Yep, that's it. Okay. Now we put the other thing on. His arm. Oop, we did not clean that up. Why didn't you guys tell me I forgot this? Okay. This one's kind of angled up. So, yep, that went in pretty smooth. Sure, how many gaps? I don't think so. Okay. Now we got the other side. These are the last 2 pieces before we mount them to the base, which we will not, as you guys are, for those of you that have been with the channel for a while, no, I do not permanently really glue them to the base because I want to be able to pop them off and do up my base. This is just to get stuff put together, playable, and more or less storageable, you know, displayable, that kind of stuff. And that's it. This is the Space Marine Terminator, which I'm going to be honest with you, we might put him together tonight just to get rid of the sprue. The only thing that stinks about that Terminator is I don't think it comes with another head. And I'm not a big fan of the helmetless Terminators. It does not. Question is, are they the same size? Because I believe I have some extra Terminator helmets. If they are, that would be better for me. I would much rather do that than have a Terminator captain with his freaking face hanging out, ready to be stabbed with the, you know, the talon. But that can't happen. He's a grizzled veteran. Right. If you pay close enough attention to the trailer, everybody died. So. Okay, so now, let's see, there's another 2-point contact system. Don't like putting pressure on things like that. Let's see. That wing is supposed to be on the ground, touching the ground. But it could just be the way that they have it, because I'm as far down as I can go. Alright. And then this is out in front. Or something. What the heck over? Come on, work with me here. There it is. That's it. Okay, so it really wasn't that bad. What I would like to do, like I said before, we don't want to permanently put this guy on there. It's a shame that he's on the ground anyway. Not sure why they did that. Let's just see how hard this will be to get in there and out. Okay, it was slipped in pretty simply. And it came out pretty simply, so that works. We're just not even going to bother gluing it. Cool. So there you have it. The Tyranid Prime is assembled from the box set, and you can see that the wing is touching the ground. And then of course this will, this whole base will be done up. To be honest with you, he may end up being a little higher up. This is not really something I want in that regard. Let's see. Do I have any Terminator helmets up here? Don't see any. Does not appear to be. And I probably need to do the research to find out even if it is. So let's go back. Okay, there's a Terminator Captain. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a librarian here too. I would like to not have his face as well. That would be great. Let's see. I'm gonna check real quick. Let's see here. Our new Space Marine Terminators heads the same as the old ones. I don't know, it might. Here we go. If anyone was curious, old Terminator Assault Squad Kit Terminators are the same scale as the new ones. How are we putting helmets on me? Okay, cool. Alright, so we have those. Pretty sure I have some. Alright, so in that case, let's go ahead and look for the Terminator Captain and put him up here. Maybe he's not on here. Further down, maybe. Nope. So he is not there. Here we go. That's not what I was looking for, but okay. Alright. Yeah, we definitely don't want that face. That's absolutely stupid. Oh god, I hate it. Alright. So anyway, we'll put the Tyranid Prime over there. And this guy is going to be on a 50mm base as well. Alright. Very well. And we're going to... I think I'm just going to go ahead and mount this portion because I'm definitely, that'll be the base for that obviously. And that'll at least get us started with that, glue or whatever it's going to do for a while. Let's see here. That's rebar. I almost cut that off. Huh. I'll do that. Okay, so now maybe I don't have to glue it. That would be great if I didn't have to. Doesn't look like I have to. Alright, cool. So we're not going to glue that. That's good. That's real good. Alright. So first things first, 14, 13, and 12. Wow, man, that is considerably larger. I'm not used to having a Terminator with a body like that. That's crazy. I'm not bitching. Alright, so 14. And 12. Yep, this is my first Space Marine in a long time. Those of you that were around, just watched me put all those Space Marine armies together. Let's get this cleaned up. And yeah, these are essentially mono pose, I guess, but I'm kind of past all that anymore. It's just not something I'm that concerned with. Well, okay. Yes and no. I mean, the Primaris guys are going to be kind of a pain, I think, but in a lot of ways, unless it was like a painting competition or something like that, you know, I don't really think it matters too much, because I mean, I've got a ton of monopose Dark Angels, you know, the Terminators as well, and you know, as well as the Tactical Marines. And there's still multi-part kits out there, so okay. I may go downstairs once we get his body put together. I have to see what the phases are for putting the head on. If it's last, then that's no big deal. I may go downstairs and actually look for a helmet to finish this guy up. After I get done with this box set, though, I will not be doing any more Space Marines for a while. Again, I'll be working on cleaning up, get like, you know, the Necrons that have come in the Imperial magazine thing, Imperium magazine, getting them all put together. So I can finish up my Necrons, assuming I have all of them. I don't even know. I thought there was only 80 issues of Imperium magazine. Apparently there are more. There's even, I don't know, it's like they're toying with the idea we might get that new Necron Lord in there, which is fine. I'm not going to complain. Of course, you know, all the rules stuff in there is from 9th edition, but it's what it is. It's something, you know, to have, read, look at, whatever. Maybe my kids, my little ones, they'll want, they'll be interested in that kind of thing. And if they're not, they're not. Okay, so we got here, I'm gonna dry fit all this crap because I'm not really sure. This looks weird as heck. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay, so that goes on. I feel like I could put this on first and then put this on. and that would give me more strength in doing it. So let's do that. Just a little bit. Oh, see that? I'll have to, actually, if we're going to put the head in, I need to get that out of there now, because I don't want that in there. It'll be easier to do it before we put this all together. Didn't notice that. I mean, I guess that's a lesson learned. But just because they're monopose or whatever doesn't mean you can't, you know, kit bash and do some things, you know. See, now that's nice and open. I can just slide a head right in. I may have to drill that out or something. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the Terminator head just goes straight in, but we'll see. That little piece out of there. Okay, so now I'll try and fit that again. Okay. Uh-oh, what happened? There we go. Okay. I feel like I want to do the legs first instead of the arms. I don't know why they want me to do the arms first, so I'm fighting that. That's dumb. Alright, that looks like, yeah, we don't want to cut that part off on either one of these legs because that's what fits him onto the base. And we're doing Death Watch RPG on Saturday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the USA. If you guys would like to, as my friends say, watch a squad of dumbasses try to navigate the 41st millennium. They're doing pretty good so far. I mean, we're all learning the rules. There's a lot to learn, and two of the guys that are playing have extensive experience in RPGs, so that helps. Yeah, I hate when they do that right there. It's like the worst spot too. Thankfully I've got these sanding twigs or sticks, whatever you want to call them. Okay. So that fit nicely. As did that one. Okay. Very cool. Yeah, see, I'd have been stuck trying to juggle the Iron Halo here as well as his arms and everything else, which is just ridiculous. And I don't want to glue this guy down if I can get away with it. I just want to place him on his base, but I don't know. I think that's about as far as I'm gonna go with that. This one seems a little bigger for some reason. And I don't really need these pieces, honestly, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, now let's put his gun together. His storm bolter. Hold up with that. We'll need to drill the barrels at some point too. Nice and smooth. Let's see what we got over here. That one's too big. Here we go. Yeah, this will work. You don't have to go very far. All you gotta do is just, you know, enough to show that there's a barrel hole there, you know what I mean? Just like that. Oh, let me see if I can get that. Yep, just like that, guys. You don't have to like drill all the way in or anything. And by the way, if you ever are scared about this and you're like, oh my god, you know, what if I bust through the side or something like that, you can always fix it. And the way that you fix it is with super glue or crazy glue or whatever you want to call it. Or you can even use milliput or whatever, and then just, you know, fill the hole in, sand it down, sand it back the way it goes, and then re-drill it again. It's not that hard. So there's no reason to be, you know, like panicky about it. But if you noticed, I pressed in first before I started drilling. That way it kept my drill bit from sliding. Alright, so that's done. now all we've got to do is pull off the shoulder pads, the other arm, clean them up, and put them on. That's kind of weird seeing that big hole in the shoulder right there. It's like he just got blasted. And again, we're not putting this helmet on, or head on, sorry. I can't do it. I don't like those at all. In my 40K universe, everyone is wearing a helmet. Unless it were to get knocked off, but I'm not. And that's a problem I'm gonna have with some of those Dark Imperium box sets with the lieutenants, because they're not wearing a helmet, which, hello, LT, what the hell? But whatever. Obviously there's a lot more. I mean, you didn't see me sand anything on the Tyranid, and that's because there's a lot more flat spots on here that they put the connection point in the mold right there, you know. Whereas with the Tyranids, they've got all these, you know, grooves, bumps, whatever, that hide a lot of that. Not to mention, there's really no way to get in there without really sanding down stuff you don't want to sand down. But I mean, like, you know, you see this flashing that's on that nice, you know, shield. It's like, what are you thinking? So I don't understand sometimes, but it's what it is. Okay. Oh, we did miss a spot. And again, remember, keep your dull knives around. They're great for things like that. So you don't, you know, go too far with it. Alright, so that's going to go on there like that, clearly. I just don't like the positioning of that necessarily. I'd really rather the gun be up higher. And I can do it. We can do it. All we've got to do is cut this off, and then we can reposition it how we'd like. Because right now they want it hanging down, I guess. I just want it a little bit higher. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just gotta be careful. Go flush. And my guy is most likely not going to be looking that way. He's going to be looking that way when I put the Terminator helmet in most likely. So this goes on this side. And what we'll do is we'll glue that in now. And then we'll glue this on to his arm in the pose that we really want it to be. Slightly higher, except they have some, now they've got these, whatever these top plates are, a lot higher. I'm gonna check the back, make sure we're in line with things. Yeah, I didn't think we were. Looks better. That way it's not, you know, hanging down by his leg, and I can actually get down here and paint things or whatever. Get in there and paint, you know, stuff like that. Otherwise it's all hidden really by the arm. Okay. Now the sword, I don't know, I'm not entirely sold on that. I mean, moving it is what I meant to say. So we'll go ahead and glue that in there for now. I almost want his arm up like that in a challenge, but I do like it down, and it would make it a lot easier if I just did that. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. And then I'll just put a slight dab of glue in there. Alright, so for all intents and purposes, he is done. And I know I said I was going to go get a helmet, but I don't want to wake my kids up. So that being said, what will happen is when I find the helmet, I will put it on YouTube Shorts and show you guys how it looks. Unless we run into a problem and it just doesn't work out, and that's why we still have the head here. I just really don't want to use that. So we have accomplished 2 models tonight. Not too hard. Really just the cleanup was the biggest thing. And yeah, that's where we're at. So I'm going to call it a night. I want to thank everybody that's watching, and we'll catch you guys next time. Take care.